What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hip-hop, and we're back with an artist I've yet to react to, though I realized I should have reacted to this artist a few months ago. We're going to listen to a tune by Blackalicious, and if you don't know, the MC from Blackalicious, Gift to Gab, passed away within the last year. So yeah, it occurs to me that I should have done this reaction a little earlier, but I was looking through some hip-hop, deciding what I wanted to react to. This one stuck out to me. It was like, oh, wait a minute, of course. So yeah, we're going to listen to a tune from their debut album in 1999. It's called NIA. Shout out to the artwork on the back. Not sure if it'll really come across well. You can maybe see it a little bit better, maybe not. But yeah, it's a couple young folks in what looks like a junkyard, and they're just, messing around on old electronic equipment, including record players and so on. So yeah, we're going to listen to a tune called Deception. Really one of my all-time favorites from Blackalicious. And in fact, I want to give a shout out to my friend Brendan. He was the person who brought Blackalicious to my attention. And indeed, I remember this album is the one that I remember he brought to my attention and I later bought for myself. But there's a song, I'm trying to remember, it's from a later album. It's called The Alphabet Song, and I think that was maybe the first one that he played for me, and then I was like, wait, who are these guys? And then, I heard this album and eventually was like, oh, I gotta get that. So, as I said, we're going to listen to a tune called Deception. I really enjoy the lyrics of the song because it's a narrative, it's a story about an up-and-coming young hip-hop MC who really, takes the scene by storm and issues a number of, early tracks that are, highly respected, and he's trying to learn his craft and do things the right way. And then he gets a major label contract, and he starts to get a lot of money, and he starts to get a little bit of an ego in his head and some fast cars, and he's throwing big parties at his mansion and so on, and pretty soon he begins cutting off some of the people who helped him come up in the first place, some of the people with whom he honed his craft. So he begins severing ties to sort of his older contacts and so on, and he begins spending less time in the studio and with the pen in hand, really trying to hone his craft even further, and it's more about, sort of adulating or basking in this adulation and newfound wealth and fame and so on. But ultimately that causes him to lose the game and to ultimately go down the wrong path and to burn too many bridges to the point where it all comes crumbling down. And so there's a lesson to the story, which, I'm not going to steal the thunder, we'll hear it at the end. But it really is a great narrative track. It really has a good message, which is to say, try to stay humble, even if things are going well, even if you're getting critical and professional acclaim. Keep your nose to the grindstone, keep working, keep trying to get better, worry less about, what people are saying about you and more about how you feel about your work and your collaborations and so on. So I really do think it has a great message. I really enjoy the music too. It has this very memorable chorus with a sort of sing-songy kind of vibe. So those of you who know this tune will know how good it is. Those of you who don't, you're in for a treat. So this is 1999 Blackalicious Deception from their album NIA.
Don't let money change ya. La-di-da-da-da-dee-da. 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 This is a story of a kid, his name is Cisco, who made more money than the Crisco. He lived a lavish style of life, fast money, women, cars, and he liked to frequent bars, pubs, and disco. Made his living as a world-famous rap star. When he first started, Mike respects what he was after, and so he got inside his mind day and night, and he bright constantly his art and craft he tried to master. Started winning local battles, and his rep grew. Gave his crew a reputation as the best crew. You know, life would do to him all the cards, devil's hard, pen and pad, stress relief would be his refuge. Paid his dues doing shows, now he's on track. In the lab, pumping demos, making songs fat. Then he quit his
Making songs fat.
his time alive when he signed a major label record contract. Money changer.
Like that horn.
This first single was an point, Murray lost all perspective. Started cutting off the people he came up with. Ego blown like his soul had been abducted.
Ego grown like his soul had been abducted.
Filled up his world and he couldn't get enough of it. Used to wanna be the best of the rap gods.
Now his only one concern is going platinum.
And his skill has since decreased and the inner hunger ceased. Now content just as long as fame and cash come. He's a big Willie now, rapping about cars. $1,000 shopping sprees, hanging out with stars. I mean, just a year ago he was broke,
bumming money.
drinking out the 40 bottles, living old little money changer.
And I like how he forgot to change with, like, rollover, the moving times. There's a thought split into two different lines. And you don't even need to laugh. It's just like, hey man, you didn't want our help, you cut us out. Stay humble. If you're blessed with a talent, utilize it to its fullest and stay humble. I know it's not him, but I swear it sounds a little like Charlie Tuna with that "Don't let money change ya." Yeah, it's a masterpiece. And I do like that it has an interesting rhythm, lyrically / percussively, in the sense that a lot of the lines, not all the lines, but a lot of the lines have like a refrain, like a... and then it cuts it off, right? Well, it's got like 20 more seconds before it goes to the next track, so I'll wait. I forgot this was like in the same cut. I always like associated with this, with the next cut. Groovy though, yeah. Got some funk. Yeah, I always thought that was like a musical interlude between two of the tracks. So whatever I was saying. Oh yeah. So there's like a bunch of the lines have like the actual line, and then someone would repeat like either the last phrase or even just part of the last word as a sort of like rhythmic, kind of call and response, or like line and response. Yeah, so I thought that was really interesting. And again, that chorus is just so memorable. The sort of sing-songy la dee da dee dee da, and the that classic line, "Don't let money change you." So it's both like catchy in a memorable sense, but also memorable on a more profound, like, verse lyrical level. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's another tune from that album that you really like. I do think it's the only Blackalicious album I still have the actual like disc and case for and so on. I do believe I had one later album from theirs, but when I just was looking through and I was like, oh, Blackalicious, I gotta do a couple in a row. This was the only one that was in my like hip hop stack, so it's possible that whatever the other album is that I'm blanking on, maybe it's just misplaced and it's in my classical CDs or something. So, but for right now, the only one that I have available is NIA. But let me know if there's another tune from that you'd like to hear reacted to. There's plenty more good ones on there. And other than that, just let me know if there's some more hip hop. I mentioned before, a lot of the early Woo stuff I can react to. A lot of the hieroglyphics and like Deltron 3030 stuff I can react to. So yeah, give me a shout out if there's some more hip hop you'd like to hear reacted to. Other than that, thank you for listening and watching. Have a good day, have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.